Welcome to another Across the Nation. I'm Mark Anderson of AmericanFreePress.net, reporter with AFP, and I'm here at the Health and Freedom Conference in Irvine, California, March '09. And one of the keynote speakers here on March 15th is Richard Gage of Architects and Engineers for 9/11 Truth, a growing organization that now has over 600 members of people with technical backgrounds looking at the hard evidence of controlled demolitions at World Trade Center 7, the third building to go down that day, 9/11/01, as well as the Twin Towers. Thanks for being with me today, Richard.
Thank you.
I've heard Richard before. I met him at Cooper Union in September of '07, and he is arguably one of the most credible proponents, analysts of what happened that day in terms of showing that the government's official version could not possibly be true. The evidence just does not support it. And speaking of that evidence, Richard, what in your mind are the key points for this brief video presentation to keep in mind? And of course, much more can be seen on a video that your organization has produced. But what are a few of the key points that show that the government's version just doesn't stand up?
Well, the 600 architects and engineers that I represent are most concerned about the free-fall collapse of Building 7, the third skyscraper not hit by an airplane, to fall, the third skyscraper that did fall the afternoon of 9/11, it was not hit by an airplane. This is a 47-story skyscraper that in the first 100 feet of its fall is falling at free fall speed. This is acknowledged by NIST, and that can't happen unless the structure is removed. There's no resistance from the structure to that fall in the first 2¼ seconds. So this is of great concern, and of course it falls continuously, symmetrically, almost at free fall speed. Thereafter, the whole building's destroyed in 6½ seconds. NIST, the National Institute of Standards and Technology, claims that we have 10 fires, one of which was roaring and destroyed this one, expanded the beams, knocking a girder off its seat, causing an internal cascading collapse, which is ludicrous because we would have seen all kinds of deformation on the perimeter structure. Anyway, they claim that fires brought this building down, but fire is an organic process. It doesn't bring buildings down symmetrically at free fall speed in the manner of a classic controlled demolition. So that's the number one key point of evidence. The Twin Towers exhibit many similar features of controlled demolition, but very different as well because they're very explosive. Everything's being ejected outside of the footprint, 95% of the debris. 4-ton perimeter wall units are being hurled laterally 600 feet, which takes 55 miles an hour of instant acceleration out of the sides of the tower. Now, underneath all three buildings, we have several tons of molten metal, which is not created by jet fuel or office fires or anything else. Where does all this come from? We have video evidence, photographic evidence. The official government reports don't even talk about it, nor do they talk about the dozens of explosions heard by 118 witnesses recorded orally by the chief fire commissioner of City of New York. It's extraordinary what we don't have in the report, and that's what we focus on at Architects and Engineers for 9/11 Truth. In addition, in the towers we have 110 floors of 4-inch thick concrete. They're an acre in size each. We're looking for some of those floors at the bottom of the pile. The photographs don't reveal any of them. Just a pile of debris, 2-3 stories high.
Where's the pancakes go?
That's what we're looking for, is pancakes.
Yes.
We've got the syrup, we have no pancakes.
Very good metaphor.
The syrup is the molten metal. So, also we're looking at explosions that occur 20, 40, and 60 stories down below the collapsing building. Where are they coming from? This says they're puffs of air, because there's pile drivers pushing down the building, and that air's got to come out somewhere, right? But they're not puffs of air, they're pulverized building materials. And they occur at 160 to 200 feet per second. These are propelled by explosive speeds. And forgot where I was going.
Well, at any rate, I think that sums it up, and I would note that as you presented today at the conference, that the signature for thermate, a high incendiary and in some cases an explosive material, depending on how you mix it, is there. thermate is thermite with sulfur added. And that is another thing that Mr. Gage pointed out today, in addition to the physical phenomenon that he just went over. And much more can be seen on a great video that his organization has produced, 9/11 Blueprint for Truth. And I encourage everyone to check this out. You'll see much more about this on American Free Press online and on the newspaper version. You can go to ae911truth.org to look up the information shared here, some of it at the conference, as well as to see upcoming appearances of Mr. Gage to explain these things. So I want to thank you for watching AmericanFreePress.net. We'll see you next time online, and check it out in our print version, and you can call 888-699-NEWS for information on that. We'll see you around.